Welcome back, Game Replays. Hope you guys all enjoyed that last game. I thought it was fucking awesome. That last epic almost comeback from Jim. I mean, Sandland had almost no units there at the end. Was incredible. I have not seen a game like that in Modern Combat to date. And I hope that this final brings us even more of that great stuff. Actually, I should probably update the scoreboard. There we go. It's 1-0 to Sandland after the last game. They now switch sides, and Sandland is now going to be playing as the Chinese and Jim as the Americans. So, are you ready, Fatal? Sorry, Fatal, I had you muted. Are you ready?
That's very nice of you.
I know, I like doing that to you. I like to just mute you and have you talking to yourself. Makes me feel big.
Yeah, just talking by yourself. Like, it's all me, it's all me. But I'm gonna do some more Blade product placement. If you are liking what you're watching right now, you can head over to youtube.com/the Frontline Network. There's some more videos for you good peeps out there watching this livecast.
Sorry, people are bugging me. Overlays! The overlays are on! I know if the overlays aren't on. They're not on my screen. Anyway.
They are on!
They are on. Yes, they're on. I put them on. The overlay system is not entirely perfect. Anyway, let's jump into this game 2. It's 1-0 to Sandland. It's time to get ready to rumble once again. At 5-second mark, we're going to be unpausing in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So it's time.
And this time around we do have Jim in the North as the Americans, as the sides are switched for this game number 2 of this best of 3.
Oh yeah.
And he's doing 2 engineers again. He went with the infantry barracks, infantry command upgrade, so he could build his barracks instantly in his own sector without capping. As we mentioned in the last live cast we did on the semis, you can actually build your American buildings anywhere you want as long as you have capped territories and connected to your headquarters.
Yeah, which is pretty neat. You can do
cool
a kind of an
dynamic.
FHQ thing. Now, one dynamic that we haven't seen at all, which I thought was quite cool, but it's kind of hard to implement, is that you can pull down US buildings, you can dismantle them with an engineer squad and get some of your original cost back. So if you have no need for your, say, mechanized headquarters after you build it, you can tear it down and get some of your resources back for it. Now, I have never used it, and I've never seen anyone else use it either. It's one of those mechanics that sort of slips your mind. But you can do it. It just tends to get overlooked. And you can get free resources, which is one way to, if you're really struggling to get that Abrams out, then you can just, take down one of your buildings and bam, you got the manpower for it.
Yeah, you can actually pack them up. There's an option to pack them up, and yeah, it dismantles them basically.
Yeah. So Humvee outburst from Jim. He knows the power of the Humvee. The power.
Oh yeah, I'm loving all this usage in this tourney.
I'm just
There
loving
were very
looking at it.
little use in the last tourney. It was mostly rifles because they are very powerful, but as you know, people learned how to play PLA, because I think it's probably a little bit easier to transition from VCO into playing US. They're, a little bit fairly similar. You got a Jeep type vehicle, you got rifleman type units, which are even more powerful in this game because they're good at long range as well, and they're very durable. So it's a little bit easier to play with the rifle spam, I guess. But Jim is actually going Humvee MG, just like his build order for PLA was the MG as well. So yeah, interesting. I guess he's got this build order in mind. But yeah, just like in VCO, having the extended line of sight from Jeep or the bike with an MG coupled to it, so you can give him line of sight. But he might actually lose his Humvee here. Is getting pursued by 2 engineers. The MG is setting up. He's going to be able to suppress maybe one of the squads. One of the squads gets suppressed, but the other ones actually walk around the shot blocker of the hedgerow, come out behind the MG. But those PLA engineers are very, very weak, so the side gunners on the MG actually managed to force them off, combined with the Humvee firepower.
A nice early flank there, and actually Jim's done a very good job keeping Sandland off the fuel.
Impressive.
He's denied all proper fuel income from Sandland, leaving him with just +10 all the way till now. He's finally decapping what is essentially Jim's fuel. If you think of it as a bit like Senwa, it's a bit like taking the fuel next to Jim's base. And Jim is running around with a force of, let's see, combat engineers and his still single MG. And now he's just produced a rifleman squad. So it's like, think of it as MG Bike Volks.
Bike MG Volks.
Bike MG Volks, yeah, that's what it's like. If we were to translate everything into Vico.
Into Vico, so everybody understands. Oh, right.
Yeah. So that's what that thing is.
Well, that's a fairly common tag. That's not impressive at all.
But bear in mind,
so we got the 2 engineers now gonna engage these capping combat engineers from Jim combined with the Humvee, but the MG is also set up in the background. I'm sure he can actually shoot from there though. Is he behind the little forest there? Or is he not? He is! He's not firing, it's not firing. The second gunner on the MG is actually firing, but not the MG itself.
Oh no, he's
getting flanked from all directions. Riflemen now coming in from Jim on the left, but at the same time 2 squads, 1 engineer and a militia squad is coming in from the left as well. So there's units everywhere from both players.
Oh wow, this could be a really nasty engagement here for Jim if he doesn't handle it well. He's managed to suppress one of the... Yeah, he's got it set up now, but now he has to fend off this big flank attack now from Sandland with 1 militia and 2 combat engineers here. Or 2 engineers, sorry.
Engaging he got into close combat fairly quickly.
Yeah, he did force
so he did a lot of damage to the manpower damage on the rifles.
And Jim actually flipped his MG. Nice MG flip.
Very nice flip.
And that actually allowed him to get more reinforcements to the field. Forces a full retreat there from Sandland on the left-hand side flank. This militia squad on the right down to 4 men, very low health. They're going to be forced to retreat.
Now shotguns as well on Jim's combat engineer is going to force off these militia, which were suppressed for ages. And as Jim's second rifle came into port, as Tommy mentioned, the left flank was folded and had to retreat as well.
Oh, there's a nice little bit of Humvee micro there. He stopped just short of where the MG was setting up. I thought he was going to try and bum rush it. He decided against it, fortunately, and actually went around for a bit of a flank on the MG.
Humvee might not actually get out of dodge now. He did a nice turn around a little forest bit, and he's going to get out of dodge probably.
Ah, very nice, very nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. Do have some mines now down from Jim, just like in Vico. Mines are always nice to see. These are anti-personnel mines. So they're actually just mines from the Americans, aren't they? They're anti-personnel mines for the PLA, and
the PLA,
I'm not sure
got AT mines.
What's the difference.
Yeah, you got AT mines and anti-infantry mines, but the AT mines are a doctrinal thing. So. Big force from Sandland now, moving into the middle. He's got 2 militia squads, 2 engineer squads, one of which is upgrading to a flamethrower, and 1 MG at the back, pinning everything. And also there was another MG over here on the left, actually preventing this fuel cap.
Decap for the fuel. But the second rifle squad from Jim now is actually going to flank this MG, which is suppressing and pinning the rifle squad, the 2-man rifle squad trying to cap the fuel. The MG actually packs up and he has a nice retreat. He's probably going to get to run the gauntlet home back to base.
Oh, but he's
had the militia coming to reinforce.
Now. 2 militia squads coming in from both sides.
If he focus fires the very damaged one, he might get some nice manpower damage at least before retreating these rifles. But retreating through 2 militias can be very, very painful, so he needs to retreat at least, I'd say, 3 men. Nice, actually forced off one of them. The second militia squad is going to go and try to stop the decap.
Oh wow, they're getting very low health. If he ran over that mine...
He would have died, yeah.
He might have died.
Middle VP is taken by Sandland. Here comes the Humvee. We're now upgrading to the better Top Gunner. Shotgun combat engineer going to make short work of these engineers from Sandland though, and he's forced to retreat at 1 man.
Oh no! He loses the flamer. Flamer goes down from Sandland. Sandland having a really hard time getting his hand on the fuel this game.
Yeah, Jim is doing some great denial, I must say. Oh, those rifles are so close to that mine, but I actually managed to dodge it? What the hell? Is that not built?
I have no idea. I think it is built.
Oh, very narrow...
Not setting it off.
Detonation radius or something.
mech headquarters out from Jim, but actually vehicle workshop up from Sandland. He said to me before the final started how much he likes this Puma type vehicle, and I agree with him. I think it's so great, awesome. And that's what he's producing out of this vehicle workshop. Humvee
Sandland moving out in. Yep, nice Humvee upgrade. Sandland moving out in full force or large force on the right side. One militia squad, an engineer, and 2 MGs. One of the MGs actually hitting one of the mines. The second mine just next to the 10 fuel point was actually evaded by the engineers. Here comes the Humvee, but the nice MG flip from Sandland is going to protect his rear. And here comes one vehicle, an armored personnel carrier, which we have not seen yet actually, which is fairly similar to the Striker.
Oh, I thought it was the Puma vehicle coming out, but no, this is the half-track. Now this is a really cool vehicle. It has a lot of cool things it can do. It can lock down into a repair bunker, or it can lock down into a forward healing radius. You can heal in the field. You can activate it in the middle of a fight, and everything around it, and quite a big radius will actually heal up.
But it's fairly weakly armored. It takes a lot of damage, especially from handheld AT like javelins and stuff. It does go down very quickly.
Yeah, and I think it does actually lose its gun once you upgrade it. But while it's unupgraded, it does have a gun and it can reinforce, and that allows Sandland to keep up forward momentum, which is something that really does matter a lot for PLA, the ability to keep up that forward momentum. However, Sandland is losing his momentum in quite a bad way here.
Did he lose any of his squad yet, or
he did lose that flamer?
The flamer only, yeah, because he still has 2 militia. I can still see he has 2 militia and 2 MGs, yeah.
And he just produced himself a Type 86 AT gun. This is the very thin firing cone ATG we saw in the semis when we cast those on Saturday.
Sandman now going for the VPs. He wants choice in that third game. He was only drained to around 450 or so the last game, but at this time Jim is only drained 80, so he's got 30 VPs to play with, and he had all 3 VPs for quite a while, like Sandland in the beginning of last game.
Yeah, I think
very mirrored. I must say, Sandland is a little bit boxed into his base. He's fighting for the right side mostly, trying to do a combined F and maybe a 2-pronged attack, or at least try to force off some forces of Jim and regain territory, which Sandland now desperately kind of needs.
Yeah, in the last game I think he was down to 435 VPs, and Jim is currently at 480, so he's got a fair bit of leeway to go.
Oh, engineers almost goes down to militia on the top VP outside of Jim's base. Rifles forced to retreat by the half-track. Or armored personnel carrier.
It's
CSD 89. I'm never going to remember all of these numbers.
It's actually pretty resilient to this MG. I thought the MG might penetrate it a bit more, a bit like the Wehrmacht half-track gets penetrated by the MG42 if it's stolen.
It happens now and then.
It is, yeah, it is getting penetrated very slowly. That is what she said.
There's a T-gun moving up Sandland, deciding to go back again when he sees no armor against his MG, and he's just duking it out with the MG and the armored personnel carrier at long range, doing some nice damage. Jim needs to retreat at MGs very soon. Here comes 2 rifles actually flanking it. Does he have the AT4 upgrade for his rifles? He could probably nuke that shit into oblivion.
I don't think he has the AT4 upgrade yet.
Oh! I didn't even notice this, but the armor headquarters is already up for Jim in his base.
Oh,
so the only thing that he actually built from his mechanized headquarters was, like, nothing. He built actually nothing at all out of it. He built no javelins or anything to counter this anti-personnel carrier, because the DPS of that Top Gunner is not that beastly. So the Bradley is going to be easily be able to tangle with that personnel carrier with its Top Gun.
But there is an AT
because
gun.
it is very good. Yeah,
there is an AT gun. Sandland was well prepared for this Bradley. So it's not going to have the shock factor that we've seen in previous games. 2 big hits, take it down to less than 50% health already.
And it's protecting it with the MG and the strong building and its militia behind green cover of that, what is that, a Volvo, a Toyota?
Something like that. Now,
it's a Volkswagen!
Well, which vehicle are you looking at?
The car outside the strong building where the MG was, the AT gun, the militia had the green cover from the car. It's the maroon car or something. Yeah, it's a Volkswagen. It actually has the emblem on the front. That is so cool!
Only people watching in 1080p will be able to see that. But for those that can, it's pretty cool.
Look at the fucking car. You can see on the street. You're looking at the stupid car.
Oh no, Bradley goes down.
Bradley goes down with an AT gun.
Not before he fires off a few death throw shots.
It crashes, and it's probably gonna explode and start burning this militia, pushing them out of the green cover.
That's a big, big loss now for Jim. That was his big shock vehicle. There's now a Striker anti-tank guided missile vehicle out, so maybe he really wants to take care of this. Oh, now the amphibious fighting vehicle is out now from Sandland.
There's the CBD-05. It is so awesome.
It's one of my favorite units.
Pure sex on tracks.
It is one of my favorite units in Modern Combat, and there it goes.
The model is just so awesome. The turret is just so cool. The sound, everything with that unit is cool.
It's like a chain gun on the top.
Yeah.
So Sandland, he liked his vehicles in the last game, and he likes his vehicles now. But he's having a really big problem with VPs.
Yeah, just like last game, the Americans really pushed the PLA back into its base almost. Only leaving Sandland with 3 to 4 sectors or something, and the whole left side is completely blue on my screen as I have Jin selected.
Whoa! Missile sails past the target. I thought those things always hit. I swear it's called a guided missile system. It is. It's a guided missile system.
Maybe it's a defunct missile. Oh, the gunner gets killed on the armored personnel here.
Huh, that's kind of funny.
AT gun moving up though, and with the militia backup, probably going to be able to force off the rifles as well.
Oh,
there's one rifle down.
Well.
Everything is a missing. But shotguns and now assault rifles moving into the center to reinforce Sandland from regaining too much momentum and ground. Jim has his second Bradley on the way, most complete. It's going to pop out of the armor headquarters right now, so it's going to have the Striker and the now making it into quite a formidable force. And these slightly armored vehicles from the PLA player Sandland is not going to be able to withstand that. So the AT gun is what he really needs to rely on. As he has no tier 2, he can't build tank hunters, so he's going to have to rely on 2 AT guns now from Sandland, which is going to be more than enough, to be honest.
Especially if they're overlapping. When I think Green Berets might do better. You know, for decoing the ATG and doing damage like that.
Oh, yes. Stealth, sneak past MG, demolish MG, and continue to run the AT gun. He's not going to be able to get out of dodge before he dies.
Especially when you get
but
grenades.
Jim has no been chosen, and he would be able with 4 CPs to unlock the Green Berets.
Oh, that's an AT mine in the middle? No, it's a regular mine. Sorry, regular
it's
US mine.
American mines, yeah.
Yeah. It did a lot of damage.
The Striker is actually it's stuck between the bulldozer thing and oh wow! It actually takes down the rifle on retreat and the missile misses.
Whoa!
Oh! Huge explosion from the second mine on the road on the militia actually takes out the fighting vehicle. That was a fucking epic explosion of epic proportions. It was like, exploded all over my screen.
It like set off the mine. It was like a delayed reaction, and then and everything died.
Everything exploded. AT gun moving up against the Bradley and Striker. Bradley forced back, but a sniper out now from the tier 2 building, the mechanized headquarters for Jim. He's going to be able to counter these MGs and AT guns, which is basically Sandland's entire force right now.
We have a very neat
There's
the
a
tank destroyer. Yep. It's on the field.
Which we saw in one of the semifinals against Barton, especially in pairs.
Oh yeah, it really turned the game around for
both
Sandland
infantry
when he used it
and vehicles.
Because Barton made that huge push, didn't he? But it just didn't pay off.
Yeah. It cost him a little bit too much. There's the first sniper shot on the AT gun. Gonna be able to decrew it if he pursues a little bit.
Oh yeah, sniper is a good idea actually. Sniper is a very good idea. Although it can't cloak. This is the thing that we have to bear in mind. That's why he's running around uncloaked. It can't cloak except when it's in cover.
Yeah, it's different to the PLA sniper. Different dynamic. And I do believe, as most of you people which are awaiting Company of Heroes 2 must have read, that I do believe that the snipers have the same mechanic in Company of Heroes 2. The Russian sniper can only cloak in cover.
Yeah, if you go to Hixie's blog, which is like
or just game replays,
blog.fulltimegeek.de. Ami Pods, I think he made a post there. You guys all know Ami. He's SNF
Ami
guru. He's probably in the chat. He was in the chat earlier. He made a post about his hands-on experience with COH2 at Gamescom this year, and it's awesome. And yeah, one of the details was that snipers will only be cloaking when in cover, and there'll be a 2-man team. So the sniper mechanic has been changed quite a lot. And there's also changed the way attack move works, but I don't quite understand that.
Oh yeah, I didn't fairly exactly understand. AT gun now opening up on one of the trucks because Chinese people hate American vehicles. I don't know.
Destroy the communist vehicles. Must sell the best in this world of modern combat, where presumably it's just the like America versus communism.
America!
Because that's what we all imagine the apocalypse will be like. China versus the US. And here comes one rocket. Rocket versus Tank Destroyer. Tank Destroyer wins by quite a margin.
Tank Destroyer 1, Rocket 0. Do you have a mortar hardback out now from Jim? Another good counter against these AT guns. But I'm not sure how he's going to be able to tango with this Tank Destroyer. It is lightly armored, fairly lightly armored. So it's going to be able to get penetrated by Bradleys and the like, but it can punish the Bradley right back.
Jim making some nice take-the choices now. He got the sniper to try and decrew the ATG. He couldn't do that because it was too well covered, so now he's getting himself a mortar, and he's going to use that to decrew the AT gun.
Yeah, that is going to work though. Oh, and the first mortar shell does a lot of health damage. Sandland is quick to react, microing the AT gun away. Oh, but a lucky stray shot from the mortar half track way overshoots and hit the retreating AT gun. Sandland is going to desperately try to recruit AT gun so he can reclaim it and take it back with him before it gets destroyed.
are already preparing to move in here. The sniper's moving up. If the mortar can't decrew it, then the sniper will. He's forced back that militia squad because he had to reinforce it. Although actually, this nice usage of the half track by Sandland means he can keep reinforcing in the field.
That's what really kept Sandland on the front this long. But the SAW actually managed to take out the AT on long range, crewed by militias. They're so weak. Oh, there's a nice hit on the Tank Destroyer, forcing it to back off as the second AT gun is on the right side guarding that VP. Got the middle VP whited at 472 VPs for Jim, so as far as this game has gone, Jim still has choice for game 3 so far.
So far, yep. There's plenty of time to go yet, though. Neither player is out of the runnings at all. Wow! Oh my god!
And MG goes down.
Do you see the damage that SAW was doing at long range? Oh no! The sniper goes down for the Americans!
Oh! Tank Destroyer! Tank Destroyer, the killer of snipers, like Panthers in Vico.
Devs.
Please nerf.
Please no. Please nerf.
Now a second Tank Destroyer out from Sandland as well. Now Jim really needs AT, like serious AT. He did get Striker MGS, the mobile gun system upgrade, so he can now build them.
Oh wow, check out these two Tank Destroyers now, and there's another one moving in from the side now. The amphibious fighting vehicle, you spend 100 munitions to upgrade it with the anti-tank weapon. He just drives into a mine though, takes a load of damage.
Oh, the Tank Destroyer actually misses. And it's very, very low health. The MG might actually finish it off if he gets some lucky rare penetrations with the machine gun. Some rifles. I don't think Jim has the AT4, because if he did, he could probably finish off 2 of these vehicles right now. Oh, and he might do this rifle. He retreats, but he gets killed on retreat. There's second Tank Destroyer now in base, trying to probably finish off the Striker, but doesn't manage to, and the second very damaged Tank Destroyer actually get out of dodge.
There's a napalm strike. There's a napalm strike.
Oh, cool!
In the American base, a napalm strike. It's a bombing run over. Oh my god, it's a lot of burning.
That is a lot of painful burning. One of the combat engineers with a shotgun went down. Javelins managed to survive, and all these vehicles now are fairly damaged for Sandland. It's going to be forced back and repair and take a little bit of a breather, because this Javelin team is probably going to make pursuit. Flames actually damaged the engine on the Striker, and he's not going to be able to pursue.
The Striker guided missile
Everything's so damaged.
Actually got damaged engine from the flames from the napalm.
From the flames, yeah. And MG is actually going to cover the vehicles, which are all very badly damaged with from the Javelin team. Mortar now on the center is going to bombard these militias, capping one of the fuel points. See if you get a nice shot.
Now you see all 3 of these damaged vehicles, they're all about to get repaired by that half-track now upgrading itself into a repair station.
Oh wow, nice choice from Sandland, that's exactly what he needs. Mortar actually detonates one of the mines, damaging the militias. Oh, 3 guys goes down to 1 shell afterwards.
What the hell? Oh, so that's how it works. Whoa, that looks weird. That looks really weird. What the fuck? Look at the...
Yeah, I see a little arm.
It looks so weird.
It's a welder or
Is
something.
that just me, or does that look really weird? It looks really... I don't know. I'm gonna stop looking at that, so I'm gonna keep giggling.
Just stop looking at that fucking shit. I can see it on the stream. It looks ridiculous, man. What are you doing to me? I've worked all day. You're just fucking making me ashamed.
Oh dear. Fuel getting decapped from by Sandland over here on the left-hand side. So Jim's gonna lose his...
Oh, but here's the saw rifles. He's gonna punish these militias, and Sandland is not paying attention. Oh, huge mine saves his ass and kills 2 rifles.
I wonder if
little VP...
forces Jim off there. But Sandland actually, he's establishing himself a bit now into the middle. After that big attack where he killed an awful lot before, you know, killing the Bradley was a huge setback. That was a big piece of anti-infantry for Jim. But now he's got this sort of vehicle armada, mainly tank destroyers, but still vehicle armada. Actually, did he cancel the upgrade, or is this a fresh one? I can't tell. I'm looking at the amphibious fighting vehicle. I can't remember. He was in the process. Well, he was in the process of upgrading when he charged in.
No. It's not upgraded. I can see it. It's fairly distinct.
Napalm strike on the javelins. That's a nice use of napalm. Oh my god!
Oh wow, that's a huge hit, and they're actually sitting in the flames, and they're going to be forced to retreat. But both scouts magically survives that massive napalm strike. Those jet plane sounds are sweet.
They are pretty cool, aren't they? They're pretty damn cool. But now this is Sandland's chance to try and take down the VPs. I wonder if Jim realizes, because it was 435 before, which means there's only 7 VPs left before Sandland will get choice for game 3. Even if he goes on to lose this game, obviously if he wins, then he wins the best of 3. So it's testing times now for Jim. He needs to do something special, and he needs to do it fast.
Yeah, he needs to do something, especially
now. Oh my god, it's the
Calliope
type thing. It's the now. Is this the tier 4 version? No, this is the tier 3 version. We haven't seen the tier 4
smaller
version
one.
Yet. Yeah, this is the small one. But then there's the bigger brother, which hopefully we'll get to see at some point.
Yeah, the bigger brother, which you have to lock down like a Hummel and stuff. Some rifles trying to regain some of the fuel income here, but he doesn't actually really need the fuel, he just needs the territories away from Sandland, to be honest. We do have a very nice smoke on the right VP outside of his base. He did smoke out the whole VP, he did still get suppressed by the MG because it was positioned far
shooting
up
behind the MG, the VP.
Yeah, behind the smoke.
Now comes the amphibious fighting vehicle. Smoke might not save him when he's in such a low health condition. He does force a retreat from Jim, and actually now we're down to 400 VPs for Jim, so now the time for getting choice has passed. Bit more mind play going down from Sandland. Oh, this is interesting. Incendiary mines going down in the middle. Scorched earth tactics from Sandland here. This is this tank destroyer's tree? No, it's not, because that would give him telemines. That would give him tank destroyer mines. So I don't know what this tree is. I can't remember what the name is. It's not the future is now. The future is now is... Maybe it is the future is now. No, because then he would have gotten upgraded rifles on his militia. One of the devs will have to fill us in on that one. So I'm not entirely sure which doctrine this is, or what we can expect to see at the very end. Obviously the napalm strike is at one end, so that's 200 munitions to go on that thing, so it's got to be right at one end.
It's a total mobilization one.
Oh, yes. Yes. There's more rockets going down here on the left-hand side.
Oh, close quarters! He almost bombed his own vehicle. That was almost broken arrow right there.
Very close.
Oh, his enemy mine goes off to a mortar round with engineers were sitting on top of it in the center.
What the hell was that?
Blowing up 2 of them.
Oh, it was javelin rockets coming down.
The second one goes off.
Is that
a mortar round as well?
Oh, of course, because it was the incendiary mines that went off.
Yeah, the 2 mines that Sandland planted there, which was not that helpful, I guess. Actually harmed him more than
actually, it's going to prevent Jim from taking back this middle VP, isn't it? Because he has to wait for the scorched earth effect to go
It's going to take a while.
Long burning.
Both the javelin teams are now setting up, trying to fight these tank destroyers. AT gun opens up on them, not going to do much. The recovery repair vehicle takes a javelin shot in the face,
and
while the other javelin is going to go for the MVP.
The AT gun actually sniped one of the dudes out of the javelin team in response.
Really?
Yeah.
What is this? Old Vico? before OF, where AT guns could snipe infantry like snipers.
That shit was funny.
And Calliope's had main guns.
Oh my god, it's a huge hit. Huge mortar round goes in.
But this militia are get one, but another nice mortar hit with low health militia squads would have killed like 3 men in one shot. There's some very,
AT-4 rocket launcher coming in.
Oh, there it is.
That's
nice
damage
and damage engine.
He doesn't have... Does he have anything to chase it down? Not really. I guess he was hoping for an instant kill or immobilization or something, but it didn't roll that way. Sniper now out from Sandland. This is a PLA sniper, so it cloaks just like any other sniper.
And he's opening up some of the assault rifles from Jim. Oh, nice mortar hit on